How to solve square root under 30 cube plus 40 cube plus 50 cube? We will solve this question with two methods. Let's start solution of this question with first method. In this method, our first step will be, first, in place of 30 cube, we will write 10 into 3 whole cube. Means 30 equal to 10, 3 is 30, 10 times 3. Now in place of 30, we will write 10 into 3 whole cube as it is. Plus, in place of 40, we will write 10 into 4 whole cube. 40 equal to 10 into 4. Next, 50 equal to 10 into 5. Now in place of 50, we will write 10 into 5 whole cube. Here we will write multiplication sign. Our next step will be, now in whole cube, in this bracket, there are two terms, 10 and 3. Now we separate these terms and write 10 cube into 3 cube plus next again 10 cube into 4 cube, again 10 cube into 5 cube. Now here we will see there is 10 cube common in all the terms. There is 10 cube in all the terms. So we common out 10 cube. Now we will common out 10 cube and in place of 10 cube we will write 1. 1 into 3 cube plus 1 into 4 cube plus 1 into 5 cube. Next bracket close. Our next step will be square root under 10 cube. Now multiply 1 with 3 cube, we get 3 cube plus multiply 4 cube with 1, we get 4 cube plus multiply 1 with 5 cube, we get 5 cube. Next, square root under 10 cube into 3 cube. 3 cube equal to 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. We get 27 and 4 cube equal to 4 multiply 4 multiply 4. Multiply 4 3 times and get 4 4 just 16, 4 just 64. Next 5 cube equal to 5 multiply 5 multiply 5. We will get 125. Now in place of this we will write 27 plus 64 plus 125 bracket close. Next, square root under 10 cube. Now we will add 27, 64 and 125 and we get 7 4 11, 11 plus 5 16, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 6 9, 9 plus 2 11, 2. Now our next step will be, first we write square root under 10 cube into, in place of 216 equal to 6 multiply 6 multiply 6 means 6 cube. Now in place of 216 we will write 6 cube. Now there is same exponent. Now we will write 10 into 6 whole cube. We take in one bracket both these terms. Next, multiply 10 6 are 60 cube which is in square root. Next, 60 cube means we will write 63 times. Next, as we know that if there are two terms under the square root, we common out one number. Now here we will write 60. Square root 60. Here left this 60. Now we will write this 60 under the square root. Next, in place of 60, we will write 60 into square root 4 times 15, means 15 times 4. 15 fours are 60. Next, 60 into, separate these terms and get square root 4 into square root 15. Square root 4 equal to 2. Square root 4 equal to 2 into square root 15. Next, multiply 60 with 2 and we will get 120 into square root 15. Now, this is our final answer with first method. Now, we will solve this question with second method. This is our first method. Next, we will solve this question with second method. In second method, first, we find the value of 30 cube, 40 cube and 50 cube. As we know that 30 cube equal to 30 into 30 into 30. And multiply these three terms and we get 3 3s are 9, 3s are 27, 3 times 0. Next, 40 cube, 40 multiply 40 multiply 40 and we will get 4 4 ja 16, 4 ja 64, 3 times 0. Next, 50 cube equal to 50 multiply 50 multiply 50 and we will get 125, 3 times 0. Next, our next step will be square root under. In place of 30 cube, we write 27, 3 times 0 plus, in place of 40 cube, we will write 64, 3 times 0 plus 50 cube, 125, 3 times 0. Next we will add these three terms and we get 27 add 64 add 125. There are 3 times 0. Here we write 3 times 0. 7 4 11 plus 5 16 3 6 9 2 11 2 216. Now you see that this method is very easy and simple method as compared to first method. Next, 216 3 times 0. It can be written as 216 multiply 1000. We separate 216 and 1000. Next, 216 means 216 equal to 6 times 6 times 6 means 3 times 6, 6 cube. Now in place of 216 we will write 6 cube into 1000 cube equal to 10 multiply 10 multiply 10 means 10 cube. 10 3 times 10 cube. When exponent same, then we apply this identity a to the power b into c to the power b. Then a into c to the whole power b means in place of this we will write square root under 6 into 10 whole cube. Next, we multiply these two terms and we will get 60 whole cube. Next, our next step will be 60 cube can be written as 60 multiply 60 multiply 60. Now, next 60 can be written as 15 times 4. Next, separate these terms and we will get square root 15 into square root 4. Next, 60 into square root 15 into square root 4 equal to 2. Next, multiply 60 with 2 and we will get 120 square root 15. Now, this is our final answer with second method. I hope you clear this question. If you cleared this question, then like the video. Also subscribe the channel if you new in this channel.